They say it works better so they can record.
Okay.
That's why I'm using one.
Sure.
You've been the dominant car here with us for pretty much every time we come here. And obviously tonight, you went from 4th to 1st in 3 laps. I mean, did you expect that that's how your night was just going to go?
I thought maybe we'd just keep going. No. On that restart early, it just kind of, the water kind of parted right there, and I was like, well, either you're going to take it or you're going to sit here and wait and follow them. And I knew while our tires were fresh, and might as well go up and get a shot at it because I knew my car would run really good in clean air without following somebody, and kind of got up in there, and then on that caution must have picked up some kind of type of debris that was pretty big because it knocked a pretty good hole in the tire, big old chunk right down to the cords. And then, but on the restart, I was coming up through the gears, and me and Ross, I think at that time, were like side by side, and drove down in there, and all of a sudden I turned the wheel and nothing's turning except the wheel. And the good part on Ross's part, he gave, knew that I must have had a problem, and I was lucky that I didn't get collected by, just floating back through the field because there was nothing I could do. Is lucky we just didn't wreck, and came in, got a tire, lucky that we didn't go a lap down, put a tire on, come from the back, and wound up 3rd, and there's a lot of good racing on through. I would have wished I could have been in contention to try to have a win, but I did have a lot of fun. Iowa Speedway is just an awesome place. It's I love coming here, and the racing's awesome. You can race side by side, and just I raced with a lot of guys side by side pretty hard. I mean, Nate Hasley and me went side by side pretty hard for 10, 12 laps. It was fun. It was fun racing Ross, and congratulations to the 29 car, and hopefully we can come back. And the last 2 races, we this year and 2 years ago, the last time we were here, we had a flat tire then and finished 2nd. So hopefully we get all this the tire magnets out of my tires, and hopefully we get another shot and come back because I really enjoy it.
Awesome. Does anyone have any other questions for Tim?
Dean Reller, Speed Talk Radio. You've been driving. You got a very busy weekend going on here, driving in both series. Can you compare driving the ASA Midwest Tour car with driving the Nationwide Series car?
The ASA Midwest Tour car is so much fun to drive. I'm in the Nationwide. It's I'm kind of running for an underfunded team right now, and it's tough. The car ain't driving to where I would like it to be, but I got an opportunity, and it's been an uphill battle from day one with it, and we just keep trudging along with it whenever I get the opportunity, and maybe someday something could pop out of another opportunity, but you just never know. It's a tough sport, but at least got the self-satisfaction I'm trying. So.
Tim, Dave Jones, Pepsi Inside Track. Had a couple questions. One, it seemed like on restarts, on each restart, you were really able to go to the bottom down in 1 and 2. Then as the laps went along a little bit, it seemed like the car kind of crept up the track a little bit. And then also, I was wondering, how much did that hurt your strategy? How much did that hurt you as far as tire wear, having to come from the back and come up?
It was pretty much used up. The tires worked out great tonight where you could come from the back. But like you touched on there, on the restarts when my tires were cool, that was the only shot that I was going to have to pass Ross or the leader, which was a long shot at the end. And but I gave it everything that I had. Once we got about 2-3 laps, the tire got up to heat, up to pressure. Then it started getting tight. Car was tight pretty much all day. We have the same setup we ran here 2 years ago, and I don't know what changed, but we were never tight before. Now we're gonna have to revamp something on that to get that. But coming from the back was just tough, because we had a lot of spans there in that long green run of people in between. There'd be like 15, 20 car length to try to run somebody down, and that took a while. So, but yeah, it was a tough night, but it was a fun night, and it just, like I said, I really enjoy coming to this racetrack.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anybody else?
I got one more question. You've raced here a couple of times now with the ASA Midwest Tour. Has the track changed at all, and have you had to change your driving style with the track, with any changes to the track?
Well, the asphalt's just getting older, of course, in the winters. take their toll on the pavement and the sun, and the heaving of the tunnel there. It keeps getting a little bumpier there. So you're gonna have to change your setups. And like I said, I hadn't raced this car here last year, so it was 2 years ago, and we had the same identical setup that we had in 08, 09, and now. Like I said, we'll have to alter it a little bit. But yeah, the track has lost a little bit of speed. It hasn't seemed to really lost a lot of grip, but it's lost some speed. But for whatever reason this year, a lot of the cars throughout the field, a lot of guys were kind of fighting tight. I think, Ross, you were kind of tight too, weren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, so, oops. So, yeah.
Anything else? All right. Ross, this is your first time racing here. Yes?
Yep.
You and Jeff Storm really battled it out there in the beginning. Did you think that you had a better car than him? Did you think that
I knew on a long run that we were probably going to be better than he was. He was burning up pretty bad. You could see the right front tire smoking a little bit. So I was kind of waiting for my opportunity there. I wanted to get him before the break. Ideally, I wanted to be out front for the second half. And lap traffic played a huge part in all that because he could. They were really tough on him. He was trying to go 3 wide every which way, and that kind of gave the 29 a chance to catch back up to us, and we ended up getting by a Storm, and he was burning our front up pretty bad. And I was pretty happy with our car. Probably shouldn't even touch it at the break. We I think we messed it up a little bit. But
Did you think that had you not run into lap traffic and all that kind of stuff, you would have had something more for Chiquette?
I don't know. We had a really good run at him one time on restart. Me, 29, and Tim had a really good battle with him for the lead there, and I was to his right rear tire. I think it was coming on the back stretch or coming into one or something, and the caution came out, and I'm pretty sure we would have got by him off of 2 because on the top, that's where our car was probably the best. That's where it turned the best. So, it's when it comes down to it, I just didn't do good enough, and he kept the stars a little better than I did, and he was faster at the end.
Okay. Any questions for Ross?
Ross, Pepsi Inside Track. Had a couple questions. One, good point night. You came in here. It was your 6 top 5 and 8 races. So it's going to help you in the point standings. Come in here second. And then also, I was wondering, at the break, do you guys, when you try to decide what changes to make, is it more what a driver's looking for, or how you feel about the car is, or how important are the tire temps, and when you look at that?
As far as the points deal, it's half the time it doesn't really matter where you finish very much, as long as you qualify really good, because it's so important as far as percentage wise, and I'm not really too worried about that right now. It's gonna be a long shot for us to win the championship anyways, so we just gotta get as many wins as possible. And tonight I thought we could have had a really good shot at that. And at the break, we just I thought we were pretty good. The car traveled good, and it was really good down there in 1 and 2. It was a little tight in 3 and 4, but on the long run it just hauled the mail. So we just made a small adjustment, and probably shouldn't have done it. We probably should have went the other way on it, but I guess you live and you learn.
Thank you.
Being your first time here, what kind of preparations did you get to go on, or to prepare yourself to run such a big track? Because you're used to running short tracks and done very well on the short tracks, but to run very competitive on a large track.
I ran a ASA Challenge Series race at Gateway a couple years ago, and then I ran at ORP a couple times this year. But we kind of came in here cold turkey. Me and Chris kind of talked about a setup to come here with, and we mixed something from what my dad had and what something close to what Tim had here 2 years ago or 3 years ago in the crate stuff. So we had a pretty good idea coming here what we wanted to do, and I thought we had a really good shot to win. We had a great battle up front. It was a lot of fun racing with those guys. Tim's got all this big track experience. It's a lot of fun to race up there when you race with really good quality guys. You don't got to worry about getting moved or wrecked or anything either. So it was a lot of fun today. It's big thanks to my guys for giving me a car that I can run up front with.
Okay. Jeff, you want to come up? Good to go.